go back and change one decision Brienne made over the seasons,
What's my name? What's the character name?
Brian. If you could go back and change one decision Brian made over the seasons, what would it be and why? Brian of Tarth.
Brian was teaching me archery because I can't tell you. Oh, I could. It's a hobby. It's Jean's hobby. I hope I haven't given anything away. It's fine. There's the Instagram video of Brian, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing, because he was the only one who could actually hit the target. I missed every time. Which is why it's so handy that Jean is telekinetic. It's all just that. And that's it. It's great.
And your first time you got recognized, where were you and what happened?
So I was on the subway in New York. This was season 4, so only season 3 had aired. Mm-hmm. And just sitting minding my own business.
And where are you?
I'm on the subway.
On the subway, okay.
I think I was heading towards Times Square. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's an important detail.
Right.
Probably not.
I'm not a police officer. I'm just...
Do you remember when we used to read normal sentences, but like Sean Bean, like Ned Stark in...
Aye, that I do. Aye.
Well, listen.
What?
I prepared us a little game.
Have you?
Yeah.
Go on. What have you prepared for us?
And yeah, all of a sudden I just heard, yeah, Grey Worm!
Right, I'm going to give you a sentence, right?
Yeah.
And then you got to say it like...
Yeah.
Like you was in Game of Thrones.
Like I was Jon Snow.
Like you were on top of the wall and you were like staring out to all the wildlands.
All the wildlings. All right, I've got it.
I had my head down. My head was down, and I was like, what? What just happened?
Yeah.
I looked up, and nobody was looking at me. And there was a guy that had a newspaper, and it kind of, I was like, it's you. You're not reading it. It's upside down. Yeah.
Wait, he just quickly put up a newspaper? That is so lame.
Nobody
He probably cut out the eyes so he could be looking at it.
What does he dislike about himself?
I would say he... Oh, God, that's a hard one, isn't it? He dislikes the fact that... I would say he... yeah, I guess he dislikes that is not happening anymore. I'd say he dislikes that, yeah, for sure.
So you did not, when did you learn how you were going to come back to life? When you got the first script, did you reach out to the producers or writers?
I didn't know how I was coming back to life. I just knew that they said, don't cut your hair. You know, that's basically what they said.
Yeah.
Don't change anything, don't go do anything drastic. We don't want to tell you this because we wanted you to be worried, but now we have to tell you, so...
Why would they want you to be worried?
Because they're sadistic. The showrunners are sadistic. Have you not noticed that yet? They're so horrible. They're horrible people. They like causing pain.
Just a quick show of hands. How many of you, seriously, are still surprised your character's still alive? That's everybody.
You and I share something in common. We're both very beautiful and very tall.
Yeah.
We hit it off. I remember when we first met, we hit it off. It was just...
I mean, potentially related, hopefully married.
Yeah.
I'm ready to take it on. Let's do it.
Hi, Sophie. I have some nail colors.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
Ready?
All right.
Okay, you should do this bottom one.
All right.
And... action!
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Yeah, you made it!
Sorry, that wasn't in character at all, but f*** me, that was sick. Where's the PA? Pick that up. Yeah, I could take on Egret. Ginger versus Ginger. I think I have the upper hand. I mean, did you see what I just did? That was amazing.
That would be great.
Yeah, I'd love that, yeah.
Do you want to go first?
What was Jamie's high point in this series from your perspective? And by that I mean series as in Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
and I mean series
No, I understand the
one.
question.
One of those days, it was either a day that we shot the execution scene, which was really, really hard, or it was this season, which we just shot. So I shouldn't say that.
Okay. We'll look forward to seeing your worst day, and then we'll talk about it again after it comes out.
Outside the family, and he, when she was about to get raped, he stepped in and that, you know, lost his hand, and that changed his whole perception of self, and that thus he has become the better man for it.
So what would you say she's done for him?
That's.
Would you say she's made him a more likable character, more human character, someone that audiences can connect with more? Do you think they would come up to the actress that played Brienne of Tarth and say, I didn't like that Jamie character before you.
No.
You made him likable. You did. You did.
No.
Liam, you said that the cast had a chance to experience how insane it is. You were at a soccer game in Spain.
That's right.
Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct.
This is where you got a sense of just how truly global this madness is.
Overwhelmingly global, yeah. We were in Seville, filming in Seville in Spain, and we were very kindly invited along to a wonderful football match at Barcelona, one of the biggest games in the world. We were in the hospitality suite, which they had repainted, and they took some photographs, a little bit of video before the match started, and as the crowd filled up, they said, look who's in the house. And they played the music, showed shots of us there, and then all of a sudden we heard, they played the title track, the theme song.
Yeah.
And the weirdest thing was hearing 80,000 people singing along at a football match.
These guys could do that. They could do that. How does it go? Lead them. La, 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 la. La, la, la. Very good. I have to say, you were spinning around.
Do you think
I
that?
think it's
do you
more
think
like
that's
that thing when, you know, when you break an arm and it mends and the arm will get stronger. It doesn't mean that it's nice to break it. It's still painful. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Now I have a question for you. What? No, I shouldn't stop doing it. I was about to make something up.
So, Oz Comic Con, famous for having absolutely crazy fans. So, have you been confronted by an
Committed
experience
fans,
like
not crazy fans.
Yeah. You've done it before, so you can tell me actually whilst you're giving everyone.
I attended a wedding at Comic Con a few years ago when I was in Perth or Adelaide, one of the two. I actually went to somebody's wedding who was getting married. Wow. So if you're watching, I hope you're still married. But that was entirely bizarre.
Is that weird?
Yeah, really weird.
Oh, so great for them though to have you in their wedding photos.
Apparently so.
There have been weddings in Game of Thrones that haven't turned out so well.
I was going to say, yeah, if they're not together, there's something really terrible's happened.
Well, in the first couple of scenes, I used to make things up just to see if people would buy it. Like I remember being asked on the red carpet what I was doing next, and I said that Peter and I were going to do a musical version of Grey Gardens.
And did you see that?
And people went, "Oh wow!" So that made me laugh. But
I
no,
would
it's not
watch
hard.
that.
Yeah. Who would you cast it to? Obviously, I'm the one with the jumper on my head.
Yeah.
You and Maisie went to a U2 concert together, and that she kind of she put her foot in it a little bit.
Yeah, we were lucky enough because David and Dan, the showrunners, they, I guess, know you too. So we went backstage, and Maisie and I were just kind of in the green room with the band, and Bono comes over, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Sophie. This is Maisie." And Maisie's like, "Hi, your name?" And I'm like, that's
Did she really? Was she kidding around?
that's porno.
Did she not know?
No, she didn't. She
She
didn't
just thought
know.
I was like, who's this old woman in glasses? I don't know. Who's this lovely old Irish lady?
And there was a really funny moment as well when, because we all have to rise in unison and down and go down. So we have to go down in unison for the king and then rise up in unison. And obviously we can't see him because all of our heads are down like that. And I won't say who, but one person just rose up really quickly before everyone else and then just looked around and just like that, and then like came back up again. That was bloody hilarious. That made us laugh a lot because we were all quite nervous, and then for something like that to happen, it just all made us very, very relaxed. You know what I mean? So it was.
I hope it was Aria.
I'm not going to say.
Imagine Arya finally gets back to Winterfell, right?
Yeah.
And she like knocks on the gates, okay? And you open the door.
Yeah.
And I go, it's a me, a Mario. And then just like, ba-da-ba-ba-da-bam, I just hop down a drain pipe.
Do you guys dress up?
I've never gone to a Comic-Con dressed up. We were talking about this, what we were kind of, what we would want to do if we wanted to go incognito, or if we wanted to go as, really just trying to show off something they really enjoy. And I was thinking that I go to Comic-Con sometimes and I see kind of 8-foot tall kind of like Warhammer avatars of people in like Space Marine outfits. Yeah. And they take off their helmets and bless their heart to come and they're like, oh, I've been here for 6 hours, I'm starving. I thought that they are so good though. They're so impressive. They must just put them in like massive rigs in their garage and put them together. So I'd love to go on one of them, or go as Link from Zelda, because I'm a big fan of those games.
I don't think I would do anything as dramatic as that. I think I'd probably just stick a dress on and put some makeup on and do something a little more low-key.
And then you can head straight out afterwards.
Yeah,
absolutely. 3 eunuchs on the panel right now. Jacob, Alfie, Conleth. Do you guys have a support group? How does it work,
Well, we have an arts and crafts group, so we've made various ornaments with our, we've got earrings, cufflinks, a couple of cufflinks, and one of us has supplied a couple of doorstops. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. And do you have any favourites tonight?
I think it's maybe because I just watched it last night, but Arrival I watched and I thought it was amazing. But Manchester by the Sea, all of them, Moonlight, they're all amazing.
Yeah,
I can't really choose. And I wasn't allowed to say who I loved when I was announcing, the nominations. So probably not allowed now. I don't know.
And tonight you're gonna hit the after party?
Of course I am. Of course I am.
In that
How
dress?
could I not? Well, I don't know. I'm going to have dinner in this dress and then I'm going to be really bloated and going to be like... So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just go home and sleep, have a cup of tea.
So...
Next question.
That's a great answer.
Who would you like to see on the Iron Throne?
I would like to see Brienne of Tarth on the Iron Throne.
And why is that?
I think she would be an honourable and just ruler.
That's such a wonderful answer. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Would you rather Brienne have what character or actor do you wish
Hello?
you could shoot scenes with? Who?
Can you read?
When you sign an autograph, you do it in a special way that's sort of a tribute to what many people know about your character.
Yeah, people seem to really like it. They asked me to sort of draw a severed penis on my autograph.
As your autograph?
Not as my autograph, just
I thought when you're writing a check, you write your name, and then there's a chopped off dick at the end. That's what I thought.
No, but it's... Is there a character and actor you'd like to work with that you haven't worked with so far? See, this is what I have to deal with.
That I haven't worked with so far. I really wanted to work with Tywin Lannister. I really, really wanted to spend a lot of time with Tywin Lannister and work with that character. Because the actor Charles Dance is absolutely exemplary. Hilarious, brilliant, he's masterful. He's an absolutely exceptional actor and an acting legend.
Thank you. How...
Isn't it my turn?
No, I have a question. How important in your personal growth has working with me been?
Read.
Did you ever have any plot points throughout the seasons ruined for you by somebody?
I had the opposite. What I thought
Jack Gleason made me think I'd ruined his death for him because I'd read the books and I brought it up and he was like, "What are you talking?" And he did a really, really good poker face for ages, and I was like, "I'm so sorry." He's like, "No, I know." Yeah.
Are you okay? Do you want me to read it out? Like we do with your line. Shall I read it out and then you repeat it and that's how you learn it? Should we do that?
I'm so proud of you.
Isaac, you have been through so much with Bran. It's just such a. Can you just do us a favor, because the story arc for Bran is one of the most incredible, I think, in the entire show. Can you summarize for us his arc, his story arc?
It sort of started off as this happy-go-lucky kid, and it's all looking great. He likes climbing walls, and then he sort of catches a bit of incest.
Yeah.
Straight out the window.
Yeah.
I'm constantly having to remind myself who belongs where and who goes where. You guys are in the show. How often do you come across fans who have a better understanding of the tree than you do?
All the time. When you get families coming up to you going, they'll say, people coming up to you saying, like, so what about the Karstark family? I mean, how do they deviate away from the main Stark family? And you kind of go, I've got to tell you, friend, I really don't know. I really don't know, but I wish I did, because you've got me curious as well. But they do it all the time. I mean, I remember when the show first took off, and online on HBO's website there was a family tree of every single main household, and I was kind of going, oh my God, that's my mother.
Yeah.
That's what my mother's called. He's supposed to have a brother called Willem, and I've got to open the book again. So it gets really confusing after a while. Yeah. But they lay it out very, very concisely.
I would hope there's a big whiteboard in the production office somewhere where you can just be checking all that stuff out.
With like a big logo, just so you know who you are.
Yeah. I should win the award for being the biggest boss-ass bitch around town, and for shooting a guy in the face with a plastic arrow. I'd like to thank my mum and my dad and my dog. I hit Kyle in the face twice.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
I'm ready.
Right. Oh my God. Becky. Look at her butt. Butt. Look at her butt. It's so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends.
Aye, you're sure right.
Aye, you're not wrong there.
You're not wrong there, gal.
Aye, you're not wrong there.
Isaac, I've been feeling for you, because I've been thinking it must be tough for your character now, going through life without Hodor.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
What's it been like for you?
Well, I've grown up next to Christian Nairn, who's the actor who played Hodor, for the past 6 years, and so to suddenly not have that literally big presence on set has been really sad. I miss my big friendly giant, but I'm sure he's
Oh, thank you.
You've done so well.
I really appreciate
When
that.
we started out, it was a struggle the first few years, but you've really grown.
I want to thank you for that.
Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze.
And then I can imagine like the score like kicks in and then it just like pans off.
And then it goes like this.
Hakuna
Matata.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Well, have the most incredible time.
Thank you so
all up
much.
and
You
enjoy
too.
it.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Have you done this much before? Been to the BAFTAs?
I've been to the BAFTAs once before, but that was many moons ago. So I'm excited to come and be an adult and be legally allowed to drink at the BAFTAs.
Amazing. Well, I love how everyone is like yelling. You've had the best response so far walking down the carpet.
That's not true. They're just very sweet. It's because I'm here early. Just wait till Will and Kate go.
Becky!
Over there!
Look! Get a load of that!
I get a load of that! Cop a bit of that, Becky!
Get out! La 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 la.
sound.